Hi, this is Mark from Beam Advanced Consulting. What I'm trying to show is how to use Design Change Manager. Anyway, what's Design Change Manager? So Design Change Manager is a Revit add-in that will help everyone to visualize and document changes in the model within Revit environment. So let's try to visit our website to see and understand some benefits of having this add-in. So if you try to type beamadvancedconsulting.com and go to our services, you will find some common questions. For example, what Revit version to use? So if you press that, it's available for 2018 and 2019 at the moment. Who can use this add-in? It's everyone can use this application, whether you are an architect, engineer, builder, subcontractor, QS, facility manager, modeler, drafter, BIM manager, BIM coordinator, BIM consultant, BIM specialist, and the rest. Is it applicable for different types of project? Yes, this add-in is applicable for all types of project as long it was built in Revit. Why and when to use Design Change Manager? In every project, design changes from different aspects like building regulations, site condition, material and equipment availability, and many more. It is important to know and understand why Revit models changing. Receiving or uploading your model from or to different parties every 2 weeks or depending on the agreed timeline, Design Change Manager will help you document what or why elements has changed. Another common question is how to use this add-in. So it is given to this add-in to check new, deleted, and modified. However, for modified elements, there are three aspects to understand in this add-in. First is XYZ location. When checking the changes of an element like movements from different direction, this command is useful and can give you the final location of an element. Another is instance properties. So this command will help you analyze changes in for instance properties of an element. Like for example, comparing area and or volume and all the instance parameter. Next is type parameters. This command will compare all built-in properties like type name, type comment, and all parameter group under type. So next question is, what if parameter are made from shared and project parameter? So the add-in will also consider and check changes for these types of parameter. It only depends on what group, whether instance or type properties. So another question is, what skills or training needed to use this add-in? So no skills required, no training required. The add-in is built to simplify things. All commands are push buttons. Do you have trial version? No. So since we have 1 day subscription for as low as $5 excluding GST, you can enjoy the full version like the other subscription package we offer. Where to download the installer? Once the payment has been verified, we will email the installer and your authentication code. You can get the difference between the two models in a matter of minutes depending on the project size. If you have any question, email me at mark@beamadvancedconsulting.com or you can go to contact page and send us your concern. Okay, so we will go to Revit to see how this add-in will work. So we have two Revit structural model. By the way, I'm using Revit 2019. This is a Revit 2019. Yes, it's Revit 2019. So I have two models. Make sure you have the old and new model to compare. So for example, I have this one. I name it the old one to be the old date and then the latest one is to be the latest date. So this is the old model. This is the new model. So before you have to run the add-in, you have to make sure to press the first or the previous model. So this is the Design Change Manager add-in. So it will give you options. So this is the XYZ, or we're in the geometry, the location. This is the instance parameter, and then this is the type parameter. So if you want to compare the type parameter, you can get this one. If you want to compare the instance parameter are this. If you press one element, all of this information, that's the instance parameter, all of this. So if you want to compare the type parameter, for example, click this, edit type. So type parameters including the type name and all of this parameter inside the type. All of this. So whatever changes here, it should be captured. So we have also the license here. If you press the license, it will tell you when the subscription will going to expire. For example, I want to run here the instance parameter for the tool model. Make sure you're working first for the old model. Press this. So this will take few minutes because I think this is around more than 1,000 elements. So it should be around 6 minutes to capture, and then another 6 minutes for the next model. So we just leave it like that and wait for the add-in to complete the task. Okay, so it's done. So next is we have to go to the latest model and we do the same. Again, we have to wait for another few minutes. Okay, we're done. So for having this result, I need to have at least 2 screens. So minimize. I need to extend my screen. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for Design Change Manager Part 2, Visualization and Reporting. Welcome to the part 2 of this video tutorial. After comparing the two models, Design Change Manager dialog will show up. Transfer this to the other screen, just like what I mentioned in the previous video, that we need at least 2 screens for proper visualization. Okay, so on my right side is my Revit project, and on the left side is my design change report. So I have my columns here. So I get the element IDs column, status, category, created by, modified by, so type name, parameter name. What's this? This is the file name of the latest model, and then this is the file name for the previous project. So the parameter name is, when we click an element, all of this is a parameter name. So on this side is its value. So whatever the changes in parameter name, it will record here, and then the value that has changed. So for example, the column location mark. So in the latest model, if it says F900-1, and in previous model it says F1. So the column location mark, if I press one column, or if I will click one column, this is the column location mark. Okay, looking at the report, if I try to filter this out, I have two selection, the modified and new elements. And for category, I have floor, columns, foundation, framing, something like that. Okay, so if we go to the previous model, this is the previous, and this is the latest one. So if we just look on the model, it's very difficult to tell which is the new element. When you observe the two model, this is the old one, and this is the new one. Visually, this is the new element. So for example, I will get just the new elements, and I will press status. In Revit, it will highlight which are the new elements. If I want to get only columns, status. So just this 4 columns. Okay, so we go to modified elements. Looking at the project information, we have new 9 elements, and we have 60 modified elements. Okay, for example, I want to get we'll get column and foundation, and press status. Yeah, so in Revit it will tell us where are these. So these are the columns and foundation that has changed. Or I want to visualize this by category, so I'll just go and press by category here, because you can visualize the elements by status, category, type name, created by. Example, I want to visualize by category. Yeah, so this is columns. So all of the red colors are columns, and this is the foundation. For example, I want to filter all the columns, the column location mark. So I'll just get columns, location mark. Okay, so press status, which means looking at these columns, it looks like all of this is shifted by 900 mils from the original location according to this report. And for example, I want to see where are the beams that has changed. Press this status again. Yeah, so all of these beams has changed. So I want to, okay, so we have 3 types for the beams. We want to visualize this by type name. Just get this type name here. Yeah, so the color code is according to the type name. Okay, we go to the reporting. For example, we are using third-party software for data visualization that can support this spreadsheet. So all of this information here, we can export this to Excel. So we just press Excel here. Okay, so see users, public, and document, meaning it's a public documents, and design change manager. Before you run your project, you have to make sure to populate your project name, client name, project number, the address. For printed date, this is auto-generated. The same with machine name, software version, and prepared by. The same for new elements, modified, deleted, and for all of this. Okay, so we try to open our report in a spreadsheet. Yeah, so this is the Excel sheet report from Design Change Manager. So whatever in this grid will be the same as in this spreadsheet. The next one is the PDF. For this scenario, we will try to get the columns that change the volume only. So we filter it. And we get the column that change the volume. Okay, so that's the one. So it's like, since this is the old or this is the previous model, it says that this column has changed. Sorry, minimize this. This column has changed from 0.54 cubic meter to 0.24. So we want to know where is this. The software has the capability to tell where is. So if we just press this element ID here, there you go. That's the column that is changed. And where is this? That's the one. From previous model, this is 1.1 and it raised up to 1.55. So we want to know where is this column. There you go. So this one. Okay. So we want this report in PDF. Press the PDF. Okay, it's in same location. Open it. There you go. So this is your report in PDF. Whatever you select here, that's the output in PDF. Very comprehensive report. So it's like we want to know why things is changed or why the element has changed and who instructed us. So for instructed by, if you go to this project information, instructed by, you have to put who instructed for the change. So for example, it's from your engineering department or from your manager, or I can put my name here. And the reason of change, we have a different built-in changes here. So some is as built, not the same with as designed. Buildability, changes in code and regulation, changes in design brief. So we have a preset reason of change here. I want to choose design change from architectural, and I can put some description. Wall alignment from architectural model has been changed. And you can click document. So just press this. It won't take long. So it was exported in the same location, this one. So if you open it, okay, so this is the example for report. So for the reason of change, you put there design change as per architectural. And description, so we put here wall alignment from architectural model has been changed. So it's the same here. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, just drop me an email.